of our pre-postnatal teacher training. Oh, you're quiet now. We're at Brooklands, Arundel, Sussex. Okay, so this class is going to be a 60-minute feminine flow class, ideal for anyone that just wants a gentle class, just wants to flow, really. So anyone postnatal, pregnant, neither of those can do this class absolutely safely. So we are going to come down just into a seated position. Just check the marks. Let's see. Cue sneezing. Okay, so just come into a comfortable position, whatever that is for you. So, as you know, everyone suits having the legs crossed, but can be quite hard on the knees. So we can ease that off just by bringing the feet forwards a little bit or threading a bolster underneath the legs. Or simply having the legs straight out as well. That can be nice if they're very stiff in the lower back. Okay, and then just settling into your practice, you're just letting the hands relax down onto the knees or thighs. And just drawing tall through the spine, but not in a way that's rigid, just softly up. Just feeling a little bit of elongation through to the crown of the head. We're just going to soften the shoulders back and down now, away from the ears, so the chin is just level to the floor as well. And then we're just going to slow down the breath. So taking a slow deep inhale and a slow deep exhale. Good. Big expansive breathing from the rib cage open as you inhale. Slow deep exhale. Face softens, jaw relaxes. And just really trying to rein in your attention to the next hour or so, your awareness. Just practicing being in the present moment. Good. And then we'll just start to move a little bit. So there's no wrong way to do this class. Just find a movement that suits you. I'm going to go round just to loosen up the lower back. So again, just keeping the upper body nice and soft, let the tummy muscles relax for now. Good. Great. And every so often you might like to just smile. That's going to help just to release the jaw. And then just slowly coming back round the other way. Maybe you're moving in a different direction depending on what you're doing. That's it. Good. And we do lots of just rhythmical movements today, just to really mobilise the joints, nothing too challenging. Okay, and then just coming back to centre. Let's take a side bend from this, just bring one hand down onto the mat, nice deep breath in as you reach up the opposing arm, really feel the space through the rib cage, and then just simply gently reach over. Shoulders, just softening down away from the ears. You might like to drop the gaze to help release the neck. And then just taking your time now up to the other side. Breath in. And then again, just gently reaching over again. Shoulders just relaxing down. Good. Inhale, exhale, breathing into the side ribs. And then again, just coming all the way back to centre. Letting the hands now drop forwards. It's coming onto finger thumb tips. Drawing tall through the spine. Back of the neck nice and long. Again, inhale, exhale. And then just take your time now as you come back. Just changing the cross of the legs if you have the legs crossed. And again, just walking the hands forwards, long through the spine, shoulders drawing down. Great, good. Again, just keep tuning into the breath. So let the breath anchor you throughout the practice. And then again, just walking the hands back towards you, take your time as you come up from there. Going to stretch the legs out to either side now, pressing into the heels, drawing the toes back towards you, coming into Konasana. Don't want to take the legs too wide just yet, not as wide as you can physically go just yet, because we're not very warm yet. When we come forwards, that's going to intensify the stretch. So just laying the hands, again, just walk forwards, just rolling over the sitting bones. Energize the legs, pressing into the heels, drawing the toes back towards you. If it feels too much or if the hips are sore today, just bring the legs in a little. Okay, and then walking hands back towards you, coming all the way up, taking the arms out to either side, up and over now. Bring the hands into prayer position and down to the heart. Good. All the way down to the womb, and then again reaching up and over, and then again slowly down. So just again tuning into your breath. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, slowly down. Inhale again to reach up, and exhale down. One more time, breath in. Exhale down, bringing the hands to the heart space now, just pausing here. Take a little rotation to one side, keeping the thumbs in line with the breastbone. Back to the centre, gentle wake up of the core muscles, turning to the other side, and then again coming back to centre. One more either side now, again just taking a gentle twist. Inhale again back to centre. Exhale again, gently twist. And then again just coming all the way back to centre. Awesome. Just let the arms release down. Deep breath in as you float the arms up, and then as you exhale, just let them drop down. And just 2 more times, breath in, exhale. And then one more time, breath in, and again exhale down. Good. Bending the legs now, so feet flat to the floor. Give yourself a little bit of support so the hands are behind you. You might like to come off your block now if you're on. And then just letting the legs very gently drop side to side. Slowly, gently, slowly. A little stretch in the side of the lower back. That's it. Awesome. Okay. And then just coming all the way again back to centre from there. Let's move it over onto hands and knees now. Feel free to pad up the knees with a blanket, so just in box position. Spreading out the fingers, just taking the knees apart. Spine nice and long. I'm going to wag the tail, so swaying hips side to side. Swaying the hips side to side again, just nice and slowly. And try with the elbows just a little bend, to take a little tension out of the shoulders and neck. You might like to relax the head down as well. Good, okay. And then coming all the way back to centre, moving into cat stretch. If this is a little hard on the wrist, you can be up on fingertips. Rolling up through the spine, head releases down. Releasing down from there, let the lower back drop a little, tailbone draws up, lift the chin. And then again, curling back up through the spine. And then again, just releasing down from there. And then one more time, again, curling up. Head releases down. And then again, release from there. Good. Tucking the toes under now. Let's drop the hips back towards the heels. Feel free to take these a little wide if you need more space. And then we'll keep the gaze forwards, but just let the arms stretch forwards. Feel that lovely stretch into the chest, into the shoulders. And you're spreading out the fingers as the hips sink back. Press the hands down firmly into the mat. Stretching all across the back of the pelvis here. And then take your time as you come all the way up from here. Okay, little energizer now. Again, align the hands just underneath the shoulders. Breath in. And then as you exhale, just let the body weight drop forwards. Neutral spine, so we're not letting the hips sink, that might hurt the back. And then just sink all the way back, stretch out. And then exhale, come forward, so you can lift the pelvic floor as you drop forwards. And then again, coming back. With pregnancy, we're gently hugging baby in as we move forwards to help support the back. And then we're all just trying to lift the pelvic floor as well as we come forwards. Belly button draws into spine. Just gently, just softly. And again, moving back. Good. Coming forwards, exhale. Breathe in back. Let's do 2 more. Exhale again, coming forwards. Nice little strengthener for the arms too. And then one more from there. Great. And then again, sliding all the way back. Awesome. Okay, coming up onto hands and knees. We're bringing the right leg forwards now. So hands just on the floor, or you might like a block or bolster under the hands, which is a little tricky to reach. Again, feel free to take padding for your knee. That's it. Okay, turning now the right foot out a little bit, so kind of 2 o'clock kind of position, and just taking the hips a little bit of a diagonal. That's it. So tracking wise, the knee is going over the ankle towards the toes. And this is okay in general for the knee to do, because we've got the back knee down, so we're not loading up the knee joint too much. Again, just nice and slowly. Good. And then let's bring from here the right arm onto the right thigh just to give you a little bit more space for the abdominal area if you need it. Let's see. Good, so exhaling again to come forwards and breathing in to come back. Just going a little bit of a diagonal. Just a great stretch for the pelvic floor. Opens obviously the hips as well. Okay, we're just doing one more. And then maintaining that diagonal, and let the torso turn a little bit, so it's also pretty much lined up with the right thigh, and we'll just let the arms reach up from there. That's it. Awesome. Let the shoulders draw down, and then bring the arms down into cactus arms. Great. And then again, reaching up, breath in. Exhale again, pull down. That's it. So if you can tuck the tailbone in a little bit now, so that left glute muscle switches on. That's it. Breath in. Exhale again down. Awesome. One more time. Breath in. Exhale down. Bring your left hand to the ground now. Nice big open twist as you reach on up with the right arm. Take it as wide as you like. Give yourself loads of space. Good. Okay. And then releasing down, hands to the floor. Feel free to press back into downward facing dog. Now, if that's not for you today, you can just take a rest in child's pose. Or if that's a little hard on the knees, feel free to straighten the legs out in front instead and just take a very gentle forward bend. Good. Again, just checking in with your breath. Slowly inhale and exhale. Good job, everyone. So from downward dog now, we're just going to bring knees back down to the floor. Okay, and then again just swaying the hips, so a little movement there again. Just being mindful of those sinking the back, so keeping that neutral position with the spine. Inhale, exhale. Good, okay, and then just coming all the way back to centre. From here now we're bringing our left leg forwards, so left leg forwards. Turning the foot out a little bit again, so we want a bit of a 10 o'clock kind of angle with the left foot. And then we're just moving out on a diagonal over to the left corner of the mat. So tracking wise again, the knees going over the ankle towards the toes. As we move forwards on that diagonal, stretching into the pelvic floor, stretching into the small rotator muscles of the hips, psoas, etc. That's it. Good. And then you might like to just let that left arm rest onto the left thigh for a bit more space. That can be quite nice. That's it. Lovely. Again, we're exhaling on the way forwards, inhale on the way back. Just do one more. Okay, and then again, just letting the hips move forwards on that left diagonal. Reaching up with the arms now. Just let the torso turn around to the left a little bit. See again if you can tuck the tailbone in just a touch to switch on the right glute, just to help protect the back and support the sacrum area. Breath in, and as you exhale again, pulling the arms down, you might like to take a mudra with the hands. And then again, reaching up. Really draw the shoulder blades back and down the back. Feel that opening across the heart space. Breath in. And then again, exhale down. Let's do two more. Inhale. Exhale down. Breath in. And again, exhale down. Great. Right hand to the floor now. Again, reaching up with the left arm into a nice big open twist. Give yourself as much space as you need to. Okay. And then from here, again, just letting the left hand come all the way down. Bringing from the left leg back. Feel free to go into downward facing dog. Maybe take child's pose if downward dog's not feeling good today. For downward dog, follow, just taking the hands a little wider than the shoulders. Just taking the feet a little wider than the hips. Giving all the joints a little more space. So you might like to just pad the feet a little, bending one knee and then the other. Good. Great. Taking a good few deep breaths out there. Make nice and relaxed. Nice, okay. So let's now walk the hands back towards the feet and we'll bring ourselves up to standing from there. So bend the knees a little on your way up. Just so you can flex through the spine as you lift, just to mix up the movements with the back. Cool. Okay, we're going to take a sun sleep. We'll start at the back of our mats. So we'll take the feet nice and wide. We're going to bend the knees a little. Again, just get that tailbone drawing down so you can feel the subtle lift through the core area, pelvic floor, etc. You can take a breath in now and just reach up with the arms. Hands come down through the heart space, past the room, and then bringing the hands down onto the mat as you come into Malasana. Good. Okay, walking the hands forwards now, we'll sweep the cat. So moving forwards, box position. We're bending the elbows now, coming forwards, rounding the spine as you move back. And then again coming forwards, breath in. And then again round the spine as you come back. Good, keep it going. So again, just coming forwards, round the spine back. So you should feel this in the triceps. Okay, let's do one more. And then again, slowly back. Again, just dropping it back into child's pose or pressing back into downward facing dog if you prefer. Just checking in with your breath. So each time you take a nice big inhale, really energizing the body, making the body more oxidative, more efficient at taking oxygen out of the air. Okay, and then let's again just walk the hands back towards the feet or knees, depending on what position you're in. And again, we'll just bend the knees a little, roll it up through the spine. So take your time as you really press down into the heels so you feel nice and grounded. And then just let the shoulders release back and down. Before our next round, we can take a balance. So taking the weight now into the right leg. Let the right knee bend a little, just so the joints have to work a little bit harder. Welcome to just bring hands into the room area, room space, as you float the left leg up. Or you might like to take the arms out to either side. Or if you're feeling strong today, maybe come into Warrior 3, arms forwards. The choice is yours. And again, just check in with your breath. A little subtle lift through the pelvic floor. Good, just feeling the belly button moving a little. Okay, one more breath. Now let's see if we can stay balanced on that right leg as we bring the left leg through and up, and just bring the left leg up from there. So just a little balance. Good, increasing focus, strength of the joints, and then just popping the foot down from there. Relax the arms. Good job, everyone. Okay, other side. So again, little flexion at the hip. So floating now the right leg back. You're nice and long through the spine. Again, we can just bring hands wherever feels good for you. Okay, and again, let's just bend the left knee a little just to challenge the joints a tiny bit more. That's it. Good. Let's really push into that right heel. Again, take the arms wherever feels good for you today. Good. Inhale, exhale. And then let's see again if we can just bring that right leg through and up, pausing here. Good job, everyone. And then again, releasing down. Nice. Okay, let's take another round of the sun salute we did a moment ago. So moving towards the back of our mats. Going to float again the arms up. Nice deep inhale. Exhale, coming all the way down Malasana. Good. Enjoy the stretch in the pelvis. And then walking the hands forwards from there, spreading out the fingers. Then the elbows now, spine neutral as you come forwards, and again round the spine to move back. Inhale, again coming forwards, rounding the spine back. Inhale, exhale. Great. Okay, and then dropping it back. Again, either moving into downward facing dog or child's pose. Good. For downward dog, it's a good idea, I think, always just to check in her shoulders are feeling, so if they're pinching a little, just taking the hands wide if the hamstrings are screaming at you a little bit. Take the feet wider, bend the knees a touch. Okay, and then again we'll just bring the feet back towards the hands and knees, or knees if you're in child's pose. And then slowly again just rolling on up through the spine from there. So take your time as you lift. And again just release the shoulders back and down. Arms nice and relaxed. Good job. Okay. So let's now come to the centre of our mats. So we're coming to some squat positions. We're just taking the feet a little wider than the hips. That's it. Hand the toes so they're pointing forward. Going to drive the hips back and just float the arms forwards as we come down. While you're here, lift the arches of the feet. So if you lift the big toes a little bit and really push the bum out. And then from there come up, let the arms reach back, open. And then again come down, close. And then again reach back. That's it. And then again coming down. Good. So hip flexion, hip extension. Again, if you need a bit more support, baby bump or abdominal area, just have hands here instead. That can also help with back pain. If you're sore in the back today. And hold yourself. Okay, let's do 2 more. Awesome. And then last one from there. Breath in, slowly up. Have you noticed those kind of movements, you start to get quicker? But you don't need to. You just keep it slow. And then just coming into some hip circles from there, or figure of 8. Good. Make sure the knees bend, knees are all bent. That's it. Good. Feel the earth beneath your feet and spreading toes. Okay, so again, coming into a balance, we can take weight over onto left leg, your right leg, my left, and then from here just hovering, placing foot off the floor. Again, feel free to keep the hands here, or you might like to float the arms out. And you can always adapt this for someone in class, so they can just pop a hand onto the wall if they needed to, or they could be against the wall. Okay, good. Alright, goddess pose from here. So bring it down. Turn the feet out now. Little external rotation. Come on down. Nice deep breath in, and then exhale. Push the hands together. If that's a little hard on the wrists, take your block instead, so the wrist is more neutral, and then press from there. Breathing out. Pelvic floor lift. Inhale, release. Exhale again, press. Nice and firm through the legs. Inhale, if it's too hard on the hips, please come out. Have a chill for a moment. Exhale again, press. To energize you through the upper body. Exhale again, pressing in towards that midline. Pelvic floor lifts. Inhale, release. And then one more time. Exhale again, press. And then inhale, come on up. Good. Okay, heel, take the feet in a little. Taking the weight over onto the other leg now. So I'm on my right leg, most of you going onto your left. And then again, you can reach the arms out from there. A little bit. Good. Or keeping short levers, hands in close to the body. Is always an option. Nice. Okay. So just bringing the legs close together now. Not all the way together, a bit hard on the hips, but close together. And we'll just come into mountain pose for a moment. So just letting the arms release down. Shoulders just rolling back and down too. Feel firm through the legs. Spread the toes. Good. Imagine you're drawing, or feel that you're drawing energy up. Upwards into lower extremities, up into the pelvic area. Nice. Okay, reaching up and over from there. Going to hook the thumbs. Let the elbows soften a little bit as we drop the shoulders down. And then so you can just draw those lower ribs in a little. Just soften this whole area. Reaching over now to one side. Driving the hips in the opposite direction. That's it. Again, try and get a little lift through the pelvic floor. Inhale again, come on up. Up and over to the other side from there. Again, reaching. Awesome. Okay, inhale, exhale. And then again, coming all the way back to centre. And releasing down from there. Sweet. Okay, we'll come now into a warrior flow. So just taking the legs again apart. I'm going to lead on my left leg, so you can mirror if you like. Just turning the left foot out, right heel lift turns away. Do shorten the stance if it feels a little bit too much. Taking the arms out now, breath in. And then as we bend into the right leg, just going to bring hands to room or in space, and then lifting up from there, breath in. And then again, exhale down. And then again, lifting up, reach. And then again, slowly down. And then again, lift. Slowly down. One more. Again, come on up. And again, slowly down. Pausing here now. We'll let the forearm rest to the thigh. Other arm's just going to reach up. Maybe coming over. And then let's circle round. So breath in. Good. Big circumduction shoulder. Good. Okay. One more from there. And then simply opening up into triangle pose. So reaching out from there. Do feel free to modify, so you can just let that top arm rest behind the back. Maybe bend the front knee a little bit. Just being careful not to overexert. Okay, and then just taking your time there as you come all the way up. So that's quite a lot on the hips. So from here we'll just let the arms release down and we'll just bring the legs together for a moment. Let's come into standing cobra pose. So we're just taking hands to the lower back. Let the hips press forwards with the heart, elbows draw towards one another. That's it. Good. So legs nice and firm. Good. Heels just under the sitting bones, that kind of alignment. That's it. Yes. Good. Zipping up the core a little. And then just coming back to centre, neutral spine from there, let the arms release down. So we'll just do that little flow on the other side now. Feel free to stop and take a little bit of a drink when you're ready, if you want to. Okay, so turning right foot out, lifting the left heel and just turn that way a little. Then reaching on out with the arms, breath in. And then from there, exhale, coming down, bending into left knee as the hands draw into a dotted line. Reaching up, breath in. Exhale again to come down. Inhale again, lift. Exhale again, down. Good. Inhale again, lift. Exhale again, slowly down. Just moving with your breath. One more time, breath in. Exhale again, coming down from there. Good. Forearm comes to thigh. Reaching up and over now. Good. Circling all the way around. Inhale. And exhale. Breath in. And breath out. Good job. One more time. And then opening up for triangle pose. So just straightening through the legs now, reaching out with the arms. Again, do adapt if you need. Bending into that left knee a little, arm behind the back, etc. Great. Lovely. Okay, one more breath. And then simply taking your time now as you come all the way up from there, let the arms release down. Heel toe again, the feet together. We're going to take a forward bend from here. So you can use a wall if you don't want to come down super low, or you can just hang forwards in Uttanasana. So bring your hands to the floor, head relaxed, pausing here. Straight legs are going to be a stronger option. Or if you need to take it a bit more gently today, we can take hands onto the wall, or onto a ledge, side, counter, whatever, and then just reaching back from there, bringing the body into a right angle position. That's a good option if someone's got low blood pressure or a little bit sore in the lower back. That's it. So we're just really elongating through the spine now, creating space through the rib cage as well. Just try to let the neck soften. That's it. And again, just tuning in with the breath. Okay, let's take 2 more breaths. 2 more breaths in. And then just bending the knees a little, slowly coming up from there. So just take your time as you lift. And then just go let your arms relax. Relax down. Okay, good. We're just going to take 2 rounds of the sun split now, just coming towards the top of your mats. Okay. So from here, float the arms up, so nice big inhale. Exhale now to come all the way down, bringing hands down to the floor. We'll take a lunge back from here with the right leg. Now it's up to you, depends how you feel. So you keep that back knee off the floor for a moment just to enjoy the stretch. If that's too strong, just let back knee be on the floor. Okay, now we'll all bring the right knee down, so ignore me there. Inhale, taking the arms up, breath in. Coming into a twist, so we did this yesterday, we're bringing left hand to the lower back, right hand to the outer left thigh. If you want to go into it more deeply, you could let the hips sink forwards and reach out from there with the left arm. So increasingly, the leg's going to increase the work through the core. And then bringing the hands all the way down onto the mat now on the inside of the left leg, just taking left leg back. Okay, walking the hands back to the knees. We're taking a roll up at the back of our mats now. Curling up from there. Take your time. Shoulders again, just rolling back and down. Coming to really gentle triangle pose now. Right leg forwards. Left arm comes behind the back. Nice open on the shoulder, that one. And then bring your right hand down. Pausing here. Again, feel free to bend the right knee if you need to. That will help take weight off the back. And then breath in to come up. Reach out with the arms, push off the back foot, and then we're coming again to the top of our mat. One more round. Inhale again, reach on up. Exhale again, forward, fold from there. Left leg goes back, so the runner's lunge. Feel free to drop back to the floor immediately if you need to. Okay, one more breath, and then again just dropping left knee down if you haven't already. Reaching up with the arms, low lunge. Exhale, turning to the right side from there. That's it. Feel free to take it a little further if you wish. Reaching out with the right arm, maybe sinking into that lunge. Good. Hands again coming down on the inside of the right leg. Right leg comes back. Walking the hands back towards the knees now. Taking time as you come all the way up from there. Okay, left leg now coming forwards. So again, just reaching out with the arms, taking right arm behind the back and left hand comes down. Good, again, long through the spine. Great, again, maybe you can just soften into that front leg if you need to, take any strain off the back. Taking a breath in now to come all the way up. And then we'll just push off the back foot and again just come to the top of the mat. With the feet apart now and the knees a little bent, we'll take the arms up, breath in. And as you exhale, just let the knees bend, let the arms flop back. And then again, inhale, lift, exhale back. One more time, inhale, lift, exhale. Inhale again, coming up, pause here. And let the arms just release all the way down. Give the shoulders a little bit of a roll, okay? Cool, okay. So we're going to do a little bit of work by the wall now. So we've done quite a lot of standing work. So now we'll do a tiny bit more with support of the wall. So I thought we'd work into the shoulder and the chest. So let's just come side on and the arm closest to the wall is just going to reach straight back. Now the closer you come to the wall, the stronger this will be. So if you want a more intense stretch, going close. Otherwise, stay a little bit away. If you have neck or shoulder issues, even if it's just particularly stiff, I would just keep a space between the shoulder and the wall. Okay, good. And then from here, if you've got the left arm against the wall, we're bringing the left leg forwards and the right leg back, or vice versa. Look at the scissor stance. That's it. And then I quite like just wrapping your arm behind the back, so I get a little opener on the other shoulder as well. That's it. Good. And if you want a bit of a calf stretch while you're here, you could step that back leg back a little bit more and then bend a little into the front leg too. That's it. Good. Okay, great. So just hold that for around about 10 breaths, so just giving the muscles chance to lengthen and stretch out. Okay, alright, and then carefully just release the left arm down. From here, I'm actually going to bring it forwards and see if we can transition into dancer's pose. So using the wall though, so you're going to press that left hand into the wall, and if you're feeling good, you can always come away from the wall and do it. And then lower the left leg, pick up the right foot. And then from there, I'm just going to slide my hand along the wall as I kick back and up with the right leg. Dominoes! That's it. Woo! Sorry, a little cramped over there, aren't you? Okay, good. Well done, everyone. If you're feeling good, you can always bring left arm or the hand on the wall, away from the wall if you want to. Alright, and then come on up and just releasing the foot down from there. Nice, okay. So let's swing it round, turning to the other side. So again, just reaching back, give yourself a good bit of space between your shoulder and the wall if you need to, and it might be different side to side what you can do, so just always just tune it in again, even if you've done it on the other side. Okay, great. Alright, what did I do that sound? Yeah, okay. And then from here, just taking a step back, step forwards, And then bending into the front leg when you're ready, if you want a bit more of a calf stretch. Good. So if you've got the right arm back now, with right leg forwards with the knee slightly bent. And then the other arm is just wrapping behind the waist. Good. Now the hand against the wall, so you can spread out the fingers and you can press the hand into the wall for a deeper stretch if you want to. It just starts to get a little bit more intense. This is a good stretch for the bicep muscle as well. We talked about that getting a bit tight in the mums yesterday. Okay. Alright, so again, just hold that for around about 10 breaths. And then from there, just let the arm down behind you, or on the wall behind you, reach forwards, and then again, just lowering that front leg as you pick the back foot up. Again, just moving into a supported version of dancer's pose, or coming away from the wall and going a little bit harder there. And reach around the outside of the foot because it just keeps the hips facing forwards a little bit more, taking the twist out of the sacrum, but you can take hands inside, of course, if you want to. Okay. And release. So slowly again, coming all the way up from there, just popping the foot down, relaxing the arm. Nice, okay. So the rest of the class is going to be on the floor. Let's transition down together. Some of you are like, finally, I can do my full range of movements. Finally. Okay, so from here, coming towards the back of the mat, you take a nice deep breath in, float up with the arms, and then just take a roll down or a sleep squat, it's up to you, as you slowly come down onto hands and knees. Okay, from our box position, we'll just take a little balance here. You're going to reach weight opposite arm to leg, breath in. And then let's just do a little drawing. So from here, we're going to pull the left elbow in, right knee comes in. I'd rather you kept that brought right knee to the floor if you're pregnant, so just let that relax down, otherwise you could squeeze in. And then reaching away again, open. And then again, drawing in, or just bring the arm in and we'll let the right leg relax to the floor. One more time, stretch out. And then again, drawing in, pause, change sides, reaching away, balance, so left leg, right arm now reaching out, and then again, bringing it back in, again, stretching out, and then again, just drawing in. Awesome, one more time, and then again, drawing in. And then releasing down from there. Good job. Let's come into child's pose. So just sinking back from there. I quite like sometimes my back's feeling a bit vulnerable. I quite like doing thighs together. That obviously wouldn't work for pregnancy. So taking the knees wide in that case. And then let's just bring the gaze forwards, arms really reaching forwards, and then keeping the arms nicely energized. Bring the hands across to the right side now. That's it, and then really stretch away with that left arm. Let the left elbow bend just slightly and drop the left shoulder down. So your torso just rotates around to the right side a little bit. Good, back to centre, just gently over to the other side now. So again, just reaching away from there. Back and there nice and long. And then again, just bending the right elbow just a touch so you can rotate through the torso. So the upper body is just rotating towards the left a little bit now. Breath in, breath out. Okay, and then again, just coming all the way back to centre from here. Let's find ourselves in a sitting position now. If you feel like sitting in hero pose, you can, or just have the legs crossed. Or just having something underneath the hips, just to elevate them and make a bit more space at the front of the pelvis, womb area, some kind of any oxygen, blood supply. So we'll start to lower the energy a little bit now. So just, if you've got the legs crossed, just align the heels underneath the knees. That can be quite a nice position for the sacral joints. That's it, okay. And then we'll keep it moving. Let's take a nice deep breath in, reach the arms up. Exhale, drawing the hands down to the heart. Good. And then again, inhale, again, reaching up. As you draw the hands down, I'm going to turn to the right. I'm bringing my left hand to right knee, other hand to the floor behind. If you need a bit more space, just keep the left hand on left knee. From here, we're reaching the right arm forwards, up and back. Let the elbow bend so we don't strain the shoulder and chest. So just a little round, circling of the right arm. Good, and then let the gaze follow the hand so the neck gets a little rotation too. Good, breath in and breath out. Okay, one more. And again, releasing down. Let right hand come onto right knee now. Little rotation to the left. Good. So opening up through the front side of the body and then reaching up and back. This can be a really nice movement if you've got a little bit of a stiff neck. It stretches into the chest muscle, front of the shoulder, and that can help release the neck. Again, breath in, exhale again, doing back and down. Just one more time. And then just coming all the way back to centre. Good. Taking the arms now out and up again, breath in. When they get to the heart area, you can turn the hands as the fingertips point down. And then from here, we're bringing the hands down to the womb. Reach the arms forwards and up. Cool. And then coming back. So again, just bringing the hands up to the heart, bringing the hands together. And then again, slowing down, forwards and up. And then again, just slowly drawing back in. Good. And you might find just naturally the breath kind of settles into the movement. Good. So now we've got that. Let's add in a bit of leg action. So taking the legs out to either side again. We're warmer now, so you might like to take the legs wider. But again, do feel free to rein it in if you need to. It's coming into a little bit of a Konasana. Okay, and we are going to be leaning forward, so it will get a bit more intense on the hips. So I would suggest don't go into your full range of movement. It's going to get a bit stronger in a moment. So again, hands to the heart. From here, again, coming down. And you might like to just take a little lean forwards as you reach up, a little back strengthener there. And then coming back in and bringing hands again back to the heart. And then again, slowing down, reach up. And then again, coming back. And then again, down and reaching up. Okay, and then just kind of like, change it a little bit now. So coming down, forwards and up, pause here. Arms to right angles, palms face up, receiving energy. Drawing in, bringing that energy into us. And then up to the heart prayer position. So again, coming down, forwards and up. Arms at two right angles, palms face up. So in yoga, palms face up symbolises receiving, elbows in, drawing the energy in, and then again, hands to heart. So if you'd like to again add a forward bend as you reach up, that's there as an option. And then as the arms come back to cactus arms, we return to neutral spine, hands in, and then again coming up prayer position. Coming down, reach forwards and up, open. Arms up, draw in, hands to wing, and then again up. Last time. Again, reaching forwards and up, and again just coming down, elbows in, hands to wing, and then again coming up from there. Great. And then just releasing down. Good. Okay. So let's just bring the legs back in. You might have to give them a hand. Okay. And now, as we give them big stretch, we need to do a little bit of strengthening now. So, in yoga we think a lot about taking the legs out, but actually they're quite happy to inwardly rotate as well. They quite like it. So, just have the hands to the floor behind you. Give yourself a bit of space with the feet. So, kind of double hip width distance, I reckon, about the width of your mat. Okay. All right. And we're just going to simply drop the leg in. So, right knee comes in. Good. Hold it there. Just around about there. And then press that right foot down into the floor so you really activate that inner leg. Okay, and then release, come back to centre, breath in. Exhale, push down, push the inside edge of the foot into the mat. So you're really activating this little rotator muscle in the hip. And then again, open, breath in. Exhale again, down, so bring that knee in towards the midline. That's it. And then again, open. We'll do two more. Down, press the foot into the floor. And then again open, And then one more time, again, coming down. Ooh. Good. And then open. Great. Okay, other side. So join now, dropping that left knee in. So it's an internal rotation of the hip joint. Pressing now the left foot down into the mat. It'll feel kind of awkward because I do this much. And then again coming out right there. And then again coming in. Pressing down from there. Good job. And then again open. And then again pressing down. And you could, if you teach this, put those fists and pelvic floor lifts as well, so the exhale, pelvic floor lifts. And once they've got the movement that is, don't throw too much out in one go. They'll end up just holding their breath. Okay, and then last time on this side, again, dropping the knee in, press the foot into the mat, so you feel that engagement in the hip joints. Good job, okay, and then coming up. If you're on a block now, take that out from underneath you. You can take a few seated pelvic tilts. So I like this as a replacement for abdominal curls. Hands under the thighs. Give yourself as much space you need to with the feet. The position of the feet here is not so important now. And then just draw tall through the spine, so neutral position. And then just start to roll the hips. Now if you've got a long coccyx or the coccyx is a bit sore, etc., you might need to sit on a blanket for this. And then again, tucking hips under, rolling back. So as you roll back, you'll get a little engagement of the abdomen, just a little one. And then from there, you can start to make it stronger, reaching the arms away. I don't suggest you do that if for pregnancy. So for pregnancy, just keep this movement really, really small and gentle. Really, really small and gentle. And if it just doesn't feel right for you, then please don't do it. There's a nice stretch on the back though, aside from that light engagement in the core. It is a really nice stretch on the lower back. Stronger options, again, not appropriate for pregnancy, would be reaching the arms forwards, and then from there just taking a little bit of a roll back. And this could be a nice movement to do with your postnatal people, not initially, but when you get to that rebuilding stage, just doing them very, very small, say 12, maybe 16 weeks postnatal, just very, very gently. And then building up from there. But if you were teaching someone and the abdomen was bulging or doming out, that would definitely mean you're doing too much too soon with them. Okay, so from there now again, just take your time as you come all the way up. And then again, just let hands drop down behind you, straightening the legs out in front. Now I'm going to press into the heels. That's it, okay. And then just let the hands drop to the floor behind you, opening across the chest. Have the fingertips point wherever direction works for you. And then if you're feeling quite energetic today and you want to take it a bit further, just pop those feet flat to the floor and let the hips lift up. Doubling an arm strength now. That's it, opening the shoulders, front of the hips. It's just an option. You put hips on the floor and just lift the chest if that's you today. As women, we all have heavy days and light days, lighter. And sometimes you're just not going to lift. Okay, and then releasing all the way down. Good. We're just going to take a little bit open twist now. So from here, I'm popping the left leg over the right for an open Lord of the Fishes pose. Do feel free to sit up onto a block or bolster. I do find that makes it a little more comfortable to breathe. And then again, for pregnancy, or just if you need a bit more space to breathe, a bit more space for your body, keeping the twist open, so turning to the right side if you've got left leg over, you'll be turning away from the legs. It can be elbow to the leg, or again, give you a bit more space along your lever. That's it. Otherwise, you could come into a closed twist. Again, this wouldn't be for pregnancy, but you could just gently close the twist, making it a little bit more intense. Good. So we're just increasing range of movement in the spine, especially the thoracic spine with these twists. Little massage for the organs too. That's it. Okay. And then just taking your time as you come back round. Okay. Changing legs now, so other leg on the top. That's it. Lovely. And again, option to keep the twist open, so turning away from the legs. So ideal for pregnancy. Otherwise you could come into a gentle closed twist. That's it. And really think about these twists especially about keeping the space through the lumbar spine to take the pressure off the discs in the back. then just coming all the way back down from there. Take your time. Okay. We're going to come into legs up the wall pose now. It's going to start winding it down. So legs up the wall pose. So I'm willing to give this to someone 30 weeks plus of pregnancy. Otherwise, should be all right. So to come into it, I'll take a blanket for underneath the hips. It's up to you, Priya. Do as you wish. Your voice. Okay, so I will take a blanket from underneath the hips just so it's nice and comfy. And then just coming down onto your back, use your arms to support you. And then from here, legs just resting up the wall. So just pressing into the hips, brilliant for energy levels, for drainage, lymphatic drainage, circulation, etc. through the lower extremities. Can be helpful for some people if they're experiencing menstrual cramps. Great for our postnatal people as well. Gives a little bit of respite to prolapse too if they're experiencing that. And then just have the arms rest wherever feels good. Wherever. We've got the weight of the legs really grounding the pelvis down into the floor, so it can be nice if you're not feeling particularly grounded. So we'll just take 10 deep breaths here, and I'll give you another variation of this. And see if you can keep the feet quite energized, pressing into the heels, drawing toes back, so you get that work in the arches of the feet too. Just bring the energy through the feet, lengthening the muscles through the back of the legs as well. Tune back into your breathing now, so expansive breathing through the rib cage, fully supported so you can really sink into the breath. And then if you're quite happy here, just stay here. Or from here, we could press feet into the wall and just take some pelvic tilts. Again, I wouldn't give this to someone who's pregnant, but otherwise it can be very therapeutic for the female body, female pelvis, I should say. So we tilt the pelvis, which way is it? Yeah, back. Actually posterior, so it's kind of confusing if you're upside down. And then you press the feet into the wall and just start to lift the hips up. And then just simply roll back down from there. It's up to you how high you come. I'm just going to keep it really small today. So breath out, lift. And then slowly down. To help you with that lift, if you're taking this option, on the exhale, see if you can lift the pelvic floor too as you come up. And you might find, depending on your proportions, it works better for you if your hips are a little bit further away from the wall. So just maybe a width of a yoga block kind of thing, kind of width. Slowly up, and then again releasing down. So you've got a bit more space to move that way. It's really nice on the back. This is a good position for people that are struggling with pelvic floor work because gravity's on your side, so helping to draw the pelvic floor up as you lift. It can be helpful for prolapse as well. So feel free to do as many of those as you like. Or again, you can just stay and legs up the wall, that's also okay. Very welcome to stay, legs up the wall for your relaxation. Otherwise, just drawing the knees in towards you, rolling over onto your side and setting yourself up for Shavasana. So really take some time to make yourself comfortable so you can enjoy relaxation. You're worth it. It's quite a phrase. You're worth it. So your temperature's going to drop a little bit now, so you might have to pop jumpers, socks, etc. back on. onto your side, or if I'm feeling like really hyper and I want to do a shavasana, sometimes I'll lie on my front. That can be quite nice too for grounding. Those days. Hype. I don't need hype, man. Just a hype. Having something under your knees, eye pillow, etc. These little touches can really help your nervous system get into a nice state of relaxation and calm. Well done, everyone. So let's now just take a nice slow, deep breath in. Slow, deep breath out. And again, slow, deep inhale. Slow, deep exhale. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. Allow the jaw to soften. Allow the face to relax. Arms and legs completely relaxed. Feel the spine relax down into the floor. And just taking these few minutes to be you, be in you, this time with yourself. And as always, if the mind starts to wander, which is perfectly normal, just see if you can use your breath work to bring yourself back into your body. Just listening to the breath, feeling the breath, being conscious of the breath. Allow the breath to go a little bit longer now, especially the exhale. And see if you can allow the body to feel a little bit heavier on each breath